Today, the Jeepster, aka Kilroy, is going to get another upgrade. I look for Banks mufflers and Stinger exhaust systems on the internet, and I never find one. I see people with little short videos where they have a video of their tailpipe and they're listening to it rev, but I never see the installation. So I thought maybe I could take a chance and fix that. So I already tore the box open, so there's no official unboxing, but here we go. So altogether, the Stinger kit only comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. That's the tip, and that is the bracket.
So starting off, removing the exhaust, you'll come off of the Y pipes down to the first exhaust clamp, and where that exhaust clamp is two 13mm bolts. Remove those and take your exhaust clamp and remove it out, and you can start wiggling out your attachment piece from exhaust to exhaust. Once we get done with this, we'll get a pry bar and start popping all these exhaust mounts off, and then we'll be able to slide the exhaust. We're starting back here at the back end of the Jeep. There's one 15mm bolt attached to this exhaust clamp. Once you remove this, on both ends there are exhaust clips that you'll have to remove off, and then this whole tube will end up just dropping down, and then that's when you can proceed on and removing the rest of the pipe to get ready to install the new.
Though we didn't show it because it took both of us, the muffler's out, and here's what we had to do. We had to take PB Blaster and spray the hangers to get these out. These big ends right here, without the blaster on, it was just tough to get out. And then we had to, you see where we put PB Blaster on this, that was like insanely tight. So it took both of us twisting and turning and a rubber mallet beating on it to get it out. Okay, we finally got the old pipe off, and it was a challenge. So if you're doing these hangers right over here where the original is a pain in the butt to get out. And in fact, we had to take the cutter here and cut this one off in order to get this one off. We couldn't pry it or get anything else. So right now, before we put the new one on, David's knocking the rust and mud and dirt and age off the end, so when we clamp it, it'll have a clean connection with the clamp. So we got the new stuff kind of laid out and ready to go in, and about to get this thing on. I will tell you, this is a 2009 Jeep JK, and I see 4 of these. I think these are the catalytic converters, and there's 4 of them on it. There's one, there's another one, there's one there, and then there's another one there. So this thing is eat up with restrictions. So my next project will be to replace all of that, but that's a pretty expensive upgrade.
So now that we've sanded down where the new pipe will attach, it's sanded down to bare metal so to get a clean sitting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a layer of this Rust-Oleum undercoating spray to make sure that it'll prevent from rust building up now on this bare metal where we're about to connect it. So we're just going to do a very light coat all the way around.
All right, I wanted to give you a comparison of mufflers. So check this out. So this is the old one that came off of the from the factory, and you can see it was basically frame to frame in width. That's crazy. And here's the new Banks muffler that we're about to install. Can't wait to hear the end result. We've got all the new pipe hung, got it all in our brackets. We started from the front and worked our way to the back, and now we're tightening, heading back toward the front. That's all hooked up. That was the last piece. You know, you did see that we painted that spot that we rubbed down, and somebody might say, well, you know, that's you didn't use heat stuff, but you know what's under all that bracket ain't got nowhere to go, and it's better than leaving it bare. So all right, that's what it looks like. That is a Banks Stinger exhaust system installation. We're going to fire that thing up and see what it sounds like. Then we're going to use the AutoMind to give the motor a tune. We cranked it up, we let it run for just a little bit, got back under, found a couple, what'd you find under there? A couple of leaks?
Yeah.
Found a couple of leaks around the clamps, so readjusting where the clamps are. And going to try it one more time, make sure we don't have any leaks, so that's pretty cool. And one other thing, we just looked at the time, and looks like it took us right at an hour to do this, even with the challenges of getting the old one off. So a do-it-yourselfer in your garage, and it doesn't take that long. And we had just recently installed a Banks cold air cleaner on this thing, and I'm going to tell you what, that son of a gun made a world of difference in power and performance. I mean, it was just instantaneously noticeable, and this was like super easy to put on. And just one more thing before I close out here, I did a tuning with the Banks AutoMind tuner, and I am telling you again, just absolute pleasure. My speedometer was off by 12 miles an hour because of the tire size. It got the speedometer absolutely back 100% accurate. I can tell power increase, throttle response increase, and it was just a great deal. So this has been a great kit that I bought from Banks, the AutoMind, a cold air intake, and the Stinger exhaust system just made a world of difference. And I am not a mechanic by any stretch of the imagination, and so this was all relatively easy, straightforward to do. So I highly recommend it. A great company. I've always wanted their product on my vehicle, and I finally made it happen. So thank you to Gail and his team.